You can see there are 3 headings. When I hover, you can get that light gray color. When I click any heading, it expands, and when I click again, it contracts. So this is what you call accordion. We'll build this today with the help of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So without wasting any time, let's jump into the video. Hello and namaste everyone. This is Jitsaru with Coding Design. Welcome to our channel. If you are new here, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. You can see I have created HTML and CSS file. So in the index.html file, if I write exclamatory sign and hit that tab button, you will get this HTML5 boilerplate. So if you have installed this extension called live server, if you right click in index.html file, you can get this option called open with live server. If you hit that option, it will open it in your default browser. So let's give the title. For the title, I'm giving accordion. I'm creating div with class name container, and inside that div I'm creating another div with class name accordion. So inside that div I'm creating another div with class name accordion header, and also next to that div I'm creating another div with class name panel, and inside that div I'm creating another div with class name panel body, and next to that I'm creating another div with class name panel footer. If I hit the tab button, you will get this code. Okay, if you have no any idea like how did I did this is what you call Emmet abbreviation. So if you don't know like what is Emmet and how to use that, I have already created the separate full video on Emmet, so you can check it out. I'll give the videos link in the description below. Now inside the accordion header div, I'm creating span tag with class name icon, and inside the icon I'm giving ampersand hash 9873 semicolon. So this is what you call HTML entity. So this is the special character. With the help of this hexa code, you'll get special symbol. Like if you have no any idea like what's the HTML entity or what is this special characters, so let me know in the comment box. Do you want separate video for that? And I'll create that. Okay, so if I save, now you can see that flag icon in the browser. So this code will generate that flag icon. So let's duplicate this code, and I'm giving and the hexa code. I'm writing ampersand hash 10084 and semicolon. If I save in the browser, now you can see that heart shape icon. Okay, now next to that I'm creating h1 heading, and inside that heading I'm creating span tag with class name number, and inside that I'm giving another HTML entity. So I'm giving ampersand hash 10102 semicolon. If you save, now you can get this number 1 with dark circle. Let's give the heading as web development and design. Now you can see it in the browser. So let's go inside that panel div, and inside that class panel body, inside that div I'm giving paragraph. Inside that paragraph tab I'm writing lorem 20, and if I hit tab button you will get this dummy text. So this is also a part of Emmet abbreviation. Okay, now let's go to the panel footer. Inside that I'm creating button tag with class name btn, and also I'm giving another class btn success. Hit tab button, you will get this. Inside the button I'm writing CMO information. Now you can see it in the browser. Now let's link our CSS file. So I have already created the style.css file, so I'm linking that file. Now let's adjust this screen and let's go to the style.css file. I have already created 6 variables, and I'm assigning some color and some value. So I have already created orange, dark gray, light gray, green, white, and a line variable. Now you can see for the orange I have given the linear gradient. Adjust this screen in order to change that browser's default behavior. For the universal selector I'm giving margin 0, padding 0, and also box sizing border box. Now for the body tag I'm giving height of 100 VH, display flex, justify content center, align items center. So this code will bring all the content to the center. Similarly, let's give the font. For the font size I'm giving 1.2 rem. For the font family I'm giving Arial, Helvetica, Sans Serif. Similarly, I want to give some background color. For the background color, I'm giving that orange gradient. So I'm giving inside the var function that orange variable. If I save, okay, there is no any change. Oh, because it's a linear gradient, so we have to give the background image. That's not the color, that's image. Okay, now you can see it in the browser. So now let's style our accordion class. For the accordion class, I'm giving width of 60 VH. For the background color, I'm giving that white color. Similarly, for the border button, I'm giving that line variable. So in the line variable, you can see we have this value. Now let's style this accordion header class. For the accordion header class, I am giving padding of 1 rem for the top and bottom, and for the left and right I am giving 1.5 rem. So now let's style this icon class. For the icon class, I am giving that dark gray color. For the font, I am giving font weight bolder, font size 1.3 rem, and for the font family I am giving sans serif. And also I am giving float right. Let's give some margin. So for the margin left I am giving 1.5 rem. And also let's give cursor to pointer. Now let's style that heading and the number class. So let's give class accordion header h1. For that I'm giving font size 1.1 rem. And for the class number, let's give, for the font width I'm giving 500, for the font size I'm giving 1.5 rem, and for the font family I'm giving sans serif. Similarly, let's give the color, I'm giving that green color, and also let's give some margin. So for the margin right I'm giving 1.5 rem. Now let's style that class panel. For the class panel, I am giving font size 0.9 rem. Now let's style this panel body class. For the panel body class, I am giving padding. For the top and bottom, I am giving 2.5 rem, and for the left and right, I am giving 1.5 rem. Similarly, let's style this panel footer class. For the panel footer class, I am giving padding. For the top and bottom, I am giving 1 rem, and for the left and right, I am giving 1.5 rem. Similarly, let's keep text aligned to right, and also let's give some border. For the border top, I am giving that line variable. Now let's style this button class and the button success class. So for the class btn, I am giving padding. For the top and bottom I am giving 0.8 rem, and for the left and right I am giving 1.4 rem. Similarly, let's remove that border. For the border I am giving none, and also for the border radius I am giving 0.4 rem. And also let's give cursor to pointer. Now for the class btn success, I am giving background color, that green color, okay. And for the color, I am giving that white color. Now let's adjust this screen. Okay, now let's select this whole accordion class div. Let's duplicate for more 2 times. And let's change this class numbers value. For the hexacode I am changing to 03 and 04. So if I save, now you can see it in the browser. Now it's 2 and 3. Similarly, let's change this heading. I am giving UI and UX design. For the third heading, I'm giving programming language. In the browser now you can see we have different heading. Now for the panel class, I'm giving height 0 pixel. In the browser now you can see the contents are overflowing. So let's first of all adjust this screen. Okay, for the overflow I'm giving hidden. Similarly, let's give some transition. For the transition duration I'm giving 0.2 second, and for the timing function I'm giving is out. For the accordion header class, when you're giving active class and when you're hovering, I want to change its background color. So for that I'm writing background color. For the background color I'm giving that light gray color. In the browser now you can see when I hover, the background of that accordion header changes, okay, to light gray color. Similarly, for the accordion class, for the first child, I'm giving border radius of 0.5 rem. For the top left and for the top right, I'm giving 0.5 rem, and for the bottom left and right, I'm giving 0. Okay, in the browser now you can see there is no any such. Okay, that border radius was not applied. Now it is applied, but we can't see that border radius is blocked by the accordion header. So for the accordion class, if I keep overflow to hidden, now you can see that border radius. Similarly, let's give some transition for that accordion class. For the accordion class, I am giving transition duration to 0.3 second and timing function to is out. So let's duplicate this code, and for the last child, I'm giving border radius just opposite of that first child. So for the last child, I'm giving border radius top left and right, I'm giving 0, and for the bottom left and right, I'm giving 0.5 rem. If I save, now you can see it in the browser, some round corner around the box. Now you can see that for the class panel, we are giving height 0 pixel. So when you click any panel header or the panel, we'll change that height to 100%. So we'll do this with the help of JavaScript. So I'm not creating separate file for the JavaScript code because there is very little JavaScript code inside the index.html. Just next to, okay, I have done some mistake there, so I have to create that div inside the body tag, but I have just created outside of that body tag, and at the top let's write body. Okay, now at the end I'm giving script tag. So inside this script tag, let's get that accordion class, all the accordion class. So for that I'm writing const accordions is equal to document.querySelector, and inside that I'm giving dot accordion. So you can see there are 3 accordion class. So we need to iterate it. We need to get each accordion class. So in order to get the each accordion class, we are using this for of loop. So I'm giving for accordion of accordions. Okay, I have forgot there are 3 accordion class. So in order to get all those 3 accordion class, so you need to give their query selector all. Okay, you need to write there all. I have forgot to do that, so I'm sorry for that. So now in order to get that each accordion class, so we are using this for of loop, and I want to show you in the console. Okay, so for that I'm writing console.log accordion. So let's go to the browser. In the browser, if I inspect, okay, if you go to that console tab, okay, in the console now you can see 3 divs with class name accordion. So let's close this. Let's delete this code. Now accordion dot on click. So I'm giving the click event for the accordion. So I'm assigning some function. So when you click accordion, so I want to console.log this. In the browser now you can see in the console, when I click the first heading or the first panel header, so that this keyword will give you the exact only the div with class name accordion that you have clicked. Now let's remove that code. So let's give this dot class list dot toggle, and inside that I'm giving active. So this code will help you to add and remove the active class for that div with class name accordion, okay, that you have clicked. So let's go inside the style.css file. So for the accordion class, when we are giving the active class, let's give margin of 0.5 rem top and bottom, and for the left and right let's give 0, and also let's give some border radius of 0.5 rem. So in the browser, when you click, you can see there is some margin. Okay, I'm writing let panel. Okay, let's grab that panel. So in order to get that div with class name panel, I'm writing this dot last element child. And also let's give some condition. So I'm giving the condition that if the panel dot style dot height, for the condition I'm giving if the panel has the height greater than 0, okay, then I'm giving panel dot style dot height is equal to null. I'm assigning null value. But if the panel's height is 0, okay, but if there is no any height, let's duplicate this code. But if the panel has height 0, then we are assigning panel dot scroll height plus I'm giving this pixel. Okay, so with the help of this code, when you click the panel or the accordion heading, it will contract and expand automatically. Okay, now you can see that for the class panel we are giving height 0 pixel. Okay, if you go to the browser, now you can see when I click the accordion header, the background color of that accordion header should be changed into light gray, but it's not changing. In order to change that background color, we'll target to the div with class name panel header. Okay, let's duplicate this code. So let's remove this code. I'm writing this dot first element child. Okay, if I give first element child, that means that will target to the div with class name panel header. Okay, so I'm giving this dot first element child dot class list dot toggle active. So this code will help you to add and remove the active class for the div with class name accordion header. So in the CSS, you can see for the accordion header class we are giving when there is active class background color of light gray. So in the browser, you can see when I click, you can see the background color of that accordion header is changed into light gray. Similarly, you can see there is no proper space between the button and that border. So why is that? Let's check it out. Okay, now you can see for the class panel footer, for the padding I have given there 3 values, but there should be 2. You should remove that 0. In the browser, now you can see, okay, now it's looking good. So there is proper spacing. Okay, now let's take it to the full screen. When I click, I can see it expands, but at the bottom there is no round corner. So in the CSS file, you can see when the accordion class is active, I have given border radius to 0.5 rem, but it's not applied. It's because for the accordion's first child, I have given their border radius of 0.5 rem for the top left and right, and for the bottom I have given their 0. So when you are giving for the accordion class active, I need to give that border radius 0.5 rem exclamatory sign important. Okay, so that will overwrite accordion's first child's border radius property. Okay, now you can see round corner. So when I click, it gets expand. When I click again, it contracts. Okay, now everything is good. But when I was writing this code, I have noticed something, like when I add more headings. So first of all, I'll duplicate this code and let's go to the browser. I'm clicking this heading, it expands. So when I scroll, I can't get that first heading or the second heading. So there is problem, I can't get that headings. Okay, but for the body tag, if I comment that align items to center, and now if I click, okay, when I scroll, now you can see I can get each and every heading. So when I comment that at text align to center, I won't be able to bring that content to the center of my browser. So when I uncomment that align items, it will bring that all the content to the center of the browser. Okay, now let's go back to the code editor. Now let's remove that code. Let's save. Now you can see in the browser it's working, everything is fine. When the content increases, okay, there is problem with that. So let me know in the comment box, like if you have any solution. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did learn something, smash that like button. If you have any kind of queries, let me know in the comment box. Share this video if you think someone needs it. And also be sure to hit that subscribe button. Remember, there is always more to learn. So keep learning.